Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, hey,
Hey, hey, hey.
hey.
Okay. Thank you, guys. Hey, hey, hey. It's Ruth Marquise. Oh. All right. Good night, you guys. Night. Getting ready. Hey, boo. How are you? Welcome, Aaliyah. Whew. All right. Restart. Y'all saw my little babies. Hey, hey, hey. Wait. Oh, yeah, it is hey, hey. I haven't said hey, hey in a long time. Good evening. It's Ruth Marquise. Welcome to the Ruth and Relationship Show. I am your host, Ruth Marquise, aka your favorite realtor, aka your favorite credit specialist, aka your love negotiator. I help men and women relate, get into quality relationships that lead to quality families, that lead to quality communities, that leave quality legacies. Let's build. Today's topic: tell me how to say it or do it. Tell me what you want. Oh, yeah. Tell me what you need. Oh, baby, tell me if it ain't good enough for you, babe. Hey, tell me. Okay. So, if you're on here, say hi. If you're watching on the replay, type in hashtag replay and leave a comment. All right, so now let me ask you a question. This is a grown conversation. Are y'all ready for a grown conversation? Not like I gotta tell you where you like to hear. I gotta tickle me, Elmo, your ears kind of conversation. I want a conversation that is all about solutions and improving your relationship. Okay. So if you are into, like, if you want to be in a quality relationship, you're a quality person, right? And you want to have a quality relationship, what do you do? Let me ask y'all a question. What do you do if you want to have the best possible relationship? What do you do? Okay, what can you do as a person? What can you control? Like pop quiz, y'all didn't know. Pop quiz. All right, don't run because I'm gonna give you the answer. All right, no wrong answers. I ain't gonna play you or nothing. I just want to know, what do you want to? What do you think? I think when you become the best version of yourself, that you automatically enhance that relationship, right? So you become a better person, like you're already a quality person, okay? You're already a hell of a girl, hell of a man, right? Hell of a woman. And then that other person is high quality. And y'all in a relationship together. You watching my hands? And y'all keep on making each other better. Oh, yes, my love. Keep on pushing each other to be more. That is the entire point, I believe, of a relationship. They are here to make you better, right? You make me better, right? So if you cannot make somebody else better, what is the point? If they can't make you better, what is the point? And that's why y'all don't be happy with the Pookies and the Ray Ray. Because if, in the beginning he looked good, but let me tell you something about looks. Looks is only gonna last, like, the person can be beautiful, gorgeous, handsome, right? Sexy, all of that. But after you see them a couple times, like the first time you see them, you be like, oh, your mouth drop. You be like, oh my God, let me pick up my mouth. And then you see them again, you see them again, you see them again. You start getting used to it. That is just who they are. And you start getting to know them. So the same shock effect, right? Women, that's why when we walking around and my daughter, I was in my workout clothes and walking around with them. And she was like, Mommy, oh my God. I was like, yeah, they look at my butt. It's what happens. What can you do? But we think that it means something. But the shock factor of seeing a woman or a man you've never seen before, it just is up there. But somebody that they could be gorgeous, you could have the most gorgeous woman, the most handsome man in the world. But if you've seen them a lot, it starts to be normal. You understand? So we have to find ways to keep ourselves interested, entertained. And if you're on here, say hi, share the video, share the live. All right. So making yourself better, that's sexy. Making yourself better, having something interesting to say. See, one thing about me, Ruth is always going to have a story, an interesting scenario, something, because she's always doing something, right? She's always doing something. So I'm going to have an interesting scenario, a funny story, something for you. But when you're just sitting around not doing nothing, always worried about what he doing and what he's saying and who he with and who's around, no, let him worry about what you up to and what you doing and how you keeping yourself together and he's not around, right? If you don't learn how to be an interesting person, why would anybody be interested in you? Ooh, I'm gonna stop that because y'all don't like when I talk like that. But what I say, it's a grown conversation. I'm gonna type grown conversation in the chat myself. Hold on, Rue. Grown. Okay. Don't let me talk to myself. Now you really messed up if I start talking to myself. Grown conversation. Okay. Yes. And not only am I going to talk to myself, I am going to, hey, show my comment too. Yo, it's funny because I used to do these motivational videos, and when I was really feeling it, and I was like, "Oh, y'all ain't gonna like it," like. I still like to press that's the like button by myself. So I'm gonna go ahead and comment when I know it's good. All right, tell me how to say it, how to do it. So let me tell you the story. Like I said, it's a grown conversation. So if you're like, oh, I don't want to do nothing for no man, oh, I don't want to do anything for a woman, they don't deserve it. If you're on a man hater, woman hater, bye bye. This is not for you. Maybe the next one. Okay. When I'm giving meat, quality meat, you can eat the meat when you're grown. But when you're the baby, I got to give you formula, Similac. Okay. It's not Similac night. Hey, what's up, Louis? How are you? This is not a Similac night. This is a steak and what's hard to eat? What you gotta chew? What's tough? Some lamb and some steak and some pork chops tonight. All right. How did this happen? All right. So I wanted to give you he says greetings. Hey, how are you? So my daughter, I made her some oatmeal and I put sugar in it and she came back and she said something like something real slick. Like I was like, girl, I already put sugar in it. She's like, this ain't no sugar. She did something like that, child. It doesn't matter what she said. What matters is what matters is the way I had to correct her. Okay. So I was like, that's not a way to talk to your parent. That's not a way to talk to your mother. Don't talk to me like that, right? We always with the don't talk to me like that, right? I'm coming. Wait for me. So I remember a flashback. See, one thing about being a parent, funny thing God does, He makes you remember how you were when you were a child. Hopefully, if you're good parenting, right? Or how you would act that same way. When I realized, I'm like, God, what is she doing? What is she doing? I don't like that. Like you tell your kids something and you're like, dang, I used to do that too, right? So I'm like, I understand you got a slick mouth, but you're going to have to watch that mouth. So she was like, yeah, they ain't no dang sugar. And I'm like, no, I had to show her. I said, you know what? Not only will I correct you, I'm going to tell you what to say. I said, there is another way to say that you wanted more sugar. without putting me down on what I did for you. Okay. So I told her, you can say, thanks for adding the sugar, mom, but I like a lot of sugar. That way you can acknowledge me. I don't need to be acknowledged, but I'm just training her how to talk to people because the reason why, and the topic tonight is the black woman's slick mouth. The reason why our mouths are slick because nobody checked us when we were young. So now I'm gonna do like when I watch a movie, right? The kids be like, the kids be like, why we gotta get in trouble? We didn't do nothing. That was a movie, man. It's like, yeah, but you do that, and you better not ever think about doing it. It's something they never did. So I'm finna get the kids in trouble that ain't never do this, or they didn't do it just now, right? So check those kids, the boys. Okay, boys have smart mouths too. Every little thing is some guy boys. They think they tough, and really they being feminine. All that slick talk back stuff is very feminine. If you want to argue with women and argue with girls, it's giving me feminine energy, my friend. Yes, it is. Women like feminine women are going to be like, ooh, you argue too much. I can't do argue a lot of arguing. Ooh, ooh. You see, y'all always want to put it on the women that men don't like this and men don't like that. But for the guys that want a certain girl, you have to understand that women don't like this or that. The one you want, the one you that don't have that slick mouth, is not gonna want you to have a slick mouth. Oh, now see what happens is when I'll say this again. One girl was like, a toxic relationship is easy. It's have being with a healed person, a whole person, and being in a mature relationship. You have no one to blame. Now all your toxicity comes out. Okay, proud of myself for saying toxicity. Okay, yes. So what happens is our kids grow up, they have that slick mouth, and it causes a problem in their relationship, in their future relationship. And the mind of that man, he's like, well, who raised you? In the mind of the woman, who raised you? Why you argue? I can't argue with you. You mad. I can't argue with you. No. No. Right? So you mad. I can't argue with you. You Instagrammers know. All right. So our mouth is slick. Okay. There's something weird happened today. Anyway, I'm gonna move on. It's a black woman's. Our slick mouth is the black woman's occupational hazard. It's a white woman's occupational hazard too, but they can go either way. But it's just like an automatic thing with us. Like with our slick mouth, our culture promotes, the talk back, right? Back in the day, parents would be like, "Don't talk back to me," and they'll pop you in the mouth or whatever they did. I wasn't The Haitian people don't do that, but they'll go off on you. Um, but as we grew up, it's like you can see one generation saying like, "Don't do it," and then the next generation saying, "I'm not doing what they did." But then you let them talk to you all crazy. All y'all got one kid. You got one kid. That mouth is so reckless, man. You be like, if you wasn't blood. Hit the like button if you got one kid. If you wasn't blood, you'd see some blood right now. Oh, I know what I'm talking about right now. So I the key moment, the key to this conversation is that I told her what to say. Okay. Now I am a recovering slick mouther. A recovering slick mouther. Like if you say something to me, I might every now and then I backslide and say da 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 da. Right? It's automatic. It is the way we show our intelligence. I really believe it's the way we show our intelligence as Black women when we got that slick mouth. But the problem is we co-sign each other's slick mouth. But you know one thing I realized? I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. Black women do not talk to Black women the same way as how they talk to their men. They some most respectful girlfriends you would have. See? That's why you can't be like, oh my gosh, my girl, she's the best, and then be like, oh, she's such a good friend. I'm sure she's a good wife. I'm sure she's a good girlfriend. No, ma'am, you don't know what that woman says. You got a guy friend. You don't know what that man is saying to his girl. You do not know how these people act behind closed doors unless you got to be in that woman's shoes. You got to be in that man's shoes to know what they're really like. Because some people, they can do all types of nonsense and never say what they really like. I forgot to put the title over here. What was the title? Tell me what to say. Tell me what to say. Mhm. Tell me what to say. Oh, baby, tell me. I feel. Oh, I'm dropping links tonight. That's what we're doing. All right. Our Cash App is dollar sign Ruth the Realtor, and there's no realtor. All right. Hey Chuck, how you doing? I was going to pin my post, but it's not working. All right. Tell me what to say is the topic. Tell me what to say, and I'm gonna put Ruth the Realtor. Tonight, I appreciate the um all the cash apps. I'm prophesying. We getting cash apps tonight, baby. Cash apps tonight. Come on, we gotta get some. We got some get some equipment. We got some things to do. So let us help build the show. If you support the show, support us on the cash app. All right. So here we go. I don't know how to say this, but we can only go so long before our mouth is going to turn a man away. We can only go so long. Remember, I told you when I started this, a pretty woman that you seen the first time. He says, "Hi, Ruth Rose. Thank you. Hey, Chuck. How are you?" Aw, the end of my life. It's okay. What were you having a problem on Instagram? Ooh, y'all acting funky. All right, it's fine. I'm gonna tell Instagram. Hold on, let me tell them to go to my YouTube real quick. Don't go nowhere. Ooh, if I can screenshot this. Yes. Yes. I always have another way. Another day, ways you. It's like, how y'all doing tonight? He said, yes, you're right about that. Oh, about the woman, how long a man can hold on? Man, man, it's tough. It's tough. Story. All right, catch me on YouTube. On YouTube live right now. Ruth Marquise channel. Link in the bio. Link in the bio. Our mouths are getting us in trouble. And we think it's cute. We got the who gonna check me boo attitude. He said, yes, I was. Thank you. Let's see if I can post it. Ooh, nope, whatever. All right. So we told them where to find us because I ain't messing with that tonight. Let's get to business. We already on here. All right. Hit that like button. All right. Now, our mouth gets us in trouble. What we don't understand is our mouth is a powerful tool. It's a weapon. Okay? With your mouth, you can tear. I was saying how beautiful the person can be in the beginning, but little by little, that person started to get uglier when their mouth is dangerous. I don't know if y'all saw the social media post where there was like thorns coming out of the person's tongue. It was a woman's tongue and it was thorns coming out. You know, men, the, I don't know. I think men dance around us a little bit. You know, they sensitive about our feelings. If you're with a good man, they sensitive about our feelings. So they kind of watch what they say. But women feel like they don't need to watch what they say. And some women feel like they don't need to watch what they say. But with maturity comes, you know what? I can get him back right now. You know what? I can make him feel it. But if I think what it is, y'all, honestly, we think that if we tell you, that's the only way you're gonna know. But sometimes you gotta let that person feel what they did to you. You know what I mean? Like you gotta let them sit with it. You got to let them know. Like you can say it in a nice way. Well, you know what, Chuck, you hurt my feelings, and then tell them what happened, and that's it. You don't got to be like, yo, I can't believe that you hurt my da, 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 da. And remember that time you did this, and remember that time bringing back stuff from 1929, and it's like, come on, man. Like I thought it was just one thing. I forgot one thing at the store. I said something disrespectful, and I didn't know that that bothered you. Like we're not gonna know everything about each other, right? So with time, you will. So it's important that we sometimes let people feel. Women think it doesn't bother men when they actually do them wrong, right? If you already chose well, if you already chose well, first you got to choose well. It's going to bother him when he's not doing stuff for you, or that he knows that you like, or if he forgot to do something. You know, remember, we're humans. Men are not superhuman. They are human beings just like us. You know, they don't even, some of them don't even like to work. They just accept it. I don't know why we like, oh, you like to work. You like to pick up heavy stuff. You like to do this and that. But if and when you really hear them, they like, nah, I don't want to. I want the deal y'all getting, right? Sorry, you know, it's so crazy. Like we gotta appreciate like how we came into this world as women. That listen, sometimes we get the upper hand. Sometimes they have the upper hand. Everybody just got to be okay with what you have. When I look at what God does, and I look at like if you really look at men, some men they got looks and they got something else that they're lacking in. Some men they don't have the looks, but they got a lot of other good qualities. You know what I mean? It's like I feel like God spread it out. Like everybody don't have like no one person. I don't think there's one person that has everything. They could, but then they might not be right for you. They might not want you either. You get what I'm saying? So it's spread out. They all can't have it. Okay, and I don't want to be graphic tonight. Look, you get yeah. Sometimes you got the looks, and sometimes you got the package, but sometimes you just don't have both. Okay, anyway, but everybody has something. Everybody has something that somebody would like about them. All right. So back to the mouth is a powerful weapon. It's a powerful tool. So sometimes you do just sit back. Like we have to learn the art of your silence as a woman. Don't take it the wrong way and say, oh, they told me to shut up. No, 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 no. You know, my silence when I say something that if I'm always positive, right? And I say things that, you know, sometimes every once in a while I might say something deep, right? And I'm kind. If I'm not talking at all, you just be like, what did I do to her? Like, what's going on? In negotiations, okay? Some of the secrets of negotiations is how you pause and say nothing because the first person to speak loses. Oh, y'all thought y'all knew some stuff. Well, we study around here. We use these things around here. And so sometimes your silence, there's power in your silence. make a man self-reflect. What am I not doing right? What am I doing wrong? What can I do better? It's not about you, I'ma read him, I'ma rip him a new one, I'ma this and that. No, it's not about that. I know that you can only fight with your mouth because you can't fight with your fists. But baby, sometimes the things you say out of your mouth, you should have just punched him in the face. Should have just punched the man in the face. And I don't condone violence. So no, don't hit him either. But that's how deep words can cut. Can I get a yes? That's true, Ruth. Sometimes women can say things that cut deep. I don't check men, so I can't tell you what the men say. Sometimes, oh yeah, I got you, men. Sometimes you say things to her that rock her to her core. You know her button to push, and you push it. If you don't love her, you push that button. Everybody been with somebody they didn't love. Everybody been with somebody that you thought you loved, but you really, when you look back at it, like, nah, I don't think I loved you. Because he said, that's true, Ruth. Thank you, Chuck. I don't think I love you because I definitely said and did some things that the one I do love, I would never do that to them. Come on, Ruth. I said we're going to have a grown conversation tonight. Share it alive. Your mouth is a powerful tool. It's something that you can build a man up with. When you get to a point where you say, I'm not going to say anything to tear him down, when you get to a point that says, I'm going to build him up with my mouth, he says, yes, sometimes, Chuck says, yes, sometimes men do push the button. Okay. Sometimes men do push the button. I remember sometimes people, I was like, why are you laughing? This man said this thing to me, right? Somebody told me I could never take care of me and my children on my own. I know that and it hit me to my core. And because I had never been like on my own, I believed it. That's how dangerous your words are. I'm gonna try to bring them in, and I'm trying, but I'm so focused on my girls that I want to get them right. I want to get them where they gotta be, like fast, like hurry up now, because these men out here, they trying to find somebody. They like this, they like this. Give me somebody. That's all they want. It's very few percentage of women that are ready for this real thing called marriage. You see what I'm saying? And then when they really not ready, they start talking all that. I don't want nobody. I don't want to be with nobody. Who said I want to get married? Who said that? And why marriage got to be to go? Why? I'm going to show y'all this video. Let me show this. What was I watching earlier? Oh, the real. Okay. Sometimes there's some people that are bitter and they try to act like, oh, marriage is not the goal. Or they really don't want to be married. But some people are bitter. There's two different ones, right? Or more. And men are not like, oh, I want marriage. They're like, I want a long-term partner. They're not sitting here talking about marriage all day, but at the end of the day, they're willing to do it. So why can't the women just be honest and say, this is what I want? Like, I feel like there's boldness to it. I feel like when you got a dream and you have a goal and you're working on yourself, Jim Rohn said, work harder on yourself than you do your job. If I can get y'all to see that, if you just keep working on yourself, this is not hard if you work on yourself. If you work on yourself, this is not hard. Of all the learning I've done, I've learned if you work on yourself, this is not hard. Okay? Because everybody wants a better version of somebody. Everybody wants somebody that's trying to level up, that's like, oh man, you're great here, but you're going to be excellent one day. Oh, bet. Work on yourself. Okay? So working on your mouth is important. You might have to share this with somebody that they got a mouth that a million miles a minute and disrespectful and don't even know it. My daughter was happy that I told her what to say. And guess what? She repeated it. I didn't say you repeat what I said, okay? She automatically. See, one thing I learned about them. Oh my gosh, y'all. I'm giving y'all the parenting secrets. I would have a conversation with all three of my girls. There are three ages, 17, 14, and 10. What I noticed, the other ones, you give that lecture and you see everybody, yeah, like, will you hurry up, right? But the baby, even though she's the most aggressive sometimes and bossy sometimes, she's willing to do the most correction. She's willing, when I break it down, like, mommy loves you, mommy works hard, this is what I'm going through. She make a complete change like you would never believe. So I give her credit. I do. Same one with the slick mouth today. But she pivot. Did y'all see the lessons? When I was a daycare teacher, a daycare curriculum maker, a daycare owner, I realized the pressure, the opportunity, the moment, and that I could to shape my little babies that I was responsible for. I was responsible for teaching them how to be. Okay. I was responsible for teaching them what they need to know. My son, I did something, I just smacked my leg and he smacked his leg too. And I was like, oh my God. They just follow whatever you tell them. They're open, they're open-minded. The older we get, the more we shut down our creativity, our imagination. So my daughter, the 10-year-old, she's willing to change. Now she's also stubborn in some ways, but if I break it down, that's what I'm saying. There were people that I was, how when there's different types of levels of relationship. I don't care what good, bad, what transpired. There's going to be some you learn nothing from, right? You learn because you made yourself learn. And then there's going to be some people, they might do you real dirty. I'm talking about greasy. But you learn a lot in that relationship because they were willing to be honest with you. I can deal with honesty. I can deal with transparency. I cannot deal with somebody that's in secret. I cannot deal with somebody that's not trying to see me grow. I cannot deal with somebody that is like, I don't want to see you do better because I want to keep you right here. I can't do that. You understand what I'm saying? So even if we bump heads, but you're telling me about myself, something I can change, my mind is open and I can grow. And I was at the point where I wanted to learn. So they wanted to teach. So I absorbed it. I was like, "Ooh, this feels uncomfortable, but I'm ready to grow. I want to be better in my relationships. Like, how do I get good at? Like, you get good at everything. If you pay attention to men, like, they try to get good at everything they do. They try to be the best race car driver. If they playing a video game, they try to be the best driver on the road. I don't know where y'all racing to, but y'all always racing. I don't get it. And man, have you ever seen a young man whip a car? Like, if you had a girl try to steal your car and a young boy that was 15 try to steal your car, you'd be like, "Look, 15-year-old, go ahead, take the car." I don't care if you're 18, girl, because these boys be perfecting they stuff. They on motorcycles, popping willies, standing up, doing their thing. Whatever these men do, they're trying to perfect it. So why, if relationships are the most important thing to a woman, this is why y'all getting it all like, I didn't make this up. This is the research says that women value relationships more. Okay? Women value relationships more. That's why they want to be a wife and a mother, because they value relationships more. Society will have you thinking you shouldn't have that kid. Society will have you thinking you shouldn't be a wife. Oh, these things are bad. Oh my gosh. The devil is a liar. These things are bad, but it goes in our nature. We want to nurture something in somebody. Instead, we take our energy, instead of nurturing our children, instead of becoming that wife or that long-term girlfriend, we want to control the man. We want to tell him what to do. We take our nurturing nature and turn into like this controlling type of thing. Why won't you do what I want you to do? We had to channel our energy into a more positive place. So back to the story where my daughter was saying, she repeated what I said. I mentioned the past. I don't like mentioning the past, but I like to teach for real, and I don't like to withhold. When they told me, okay, for example, this is a little lesson. So one of my exes was like, You don't just get off the phone with me. All right, bye. You're so abrupt and it's kind of rude. And I was like, but he talked a lot. I mean, a whole lot. I mean, like hours and hours, right? And I was like, okay, I gotta go. Bye. So it was more so, and he told me what he said. He was like, "You should say, you know what? It was good. It was a good conversation. Da da da. Like kind of ease on into the goodbye, so they know it's coming." And I was like, when people give me the words, I like that. So when I gave my daughter the words, she's like, "You keep telling me, Ma, that I'm doing something wrong, but why don't you just tell me what to say? Give me another option." So that is what I'm saying to men. When you are with a woman, I need y'all to stop being so reserved and tell her what you like and what you want. Tell her that you want her to speak up, or tell her that you don't like when she does this or that. If you don't mind, I really like when, you don't even got to be like, it's you did this and you did that. I like when my woman could, when I come home, that she could this and that and the third. I like that when women do that. And if she doesn't do it, and you would do whatever she asks, do you really want to be with that lady? Do you really want to be with that kind of woman that is not willing to pick up the cues? Some people don't got common sense. No, I don't like saying it like that, but it's common sense is not common. It's real. It's true. When I was 12, I ain't have common sense. Oh no. I had no common sense, baby. Baby alert, baby alert, baby alert. He's coming, Deja. Really? He gonna start jumping and on stuff. Go call Deja. Here, take my phone. All right, he got this. Don't let him call or text anybody. And put no YouTube. Only YouTube kids. Yeah. Oh, the charger's right here, baby. Deja, charger's right here. Sorry, guys. Okay? So tell the women what you want or what you like. Don't just complain to her that you're rude. Tell her, like, baby, I like when you say this to me, or why don't can is it a problem hugging me 3 times a day, or like tell her exactly what you want. I get it though, because a lot of people, when I was talking and I was dating around, like they was like, are you affectionate? Because men don't want to, some men don't want to try to teach you everything, right? They just want you to come like that. But my men, I'm telling you right now, the woman that you want, she might need some, like, like brush some things off her. Like, she might need a little help. She might need a little, she may not, this might be her first mature relationship. This might be the first time somebody really treated her well. You're going to have to be patient. You're going to have to teach. I'm going to start talking to the men. I feel like the women is like, right? There's some willing, open, friendly women in the world. Every now and again, I get a woman that smiles at me, that just a kind person. It's not no, you can't smile at women nowadays. They're like, well, I'm not gay. Why are you looking at me? Like we feel the same way, guys. Like when y'all don't want to approach us, we don't want to approach each other. Oh man, that's facts. That's big facts. Like. Okay. Tell her what to say. I love when you say this word. There's a word, when I hear it, it's everything. And I never asked that person to say that word, but I also affirmed when he said it. So he knows I like that word. Now, when you're with somebody and y'all paying attention to each other, that's going to matter. See what I say? Why I said grown conversations? Because when people say, I'm not doing nothing for a man, you're not having a grown conversation. That's a little baby conversation. Let me go get the Similac. Let me go get the formula. Let me go get the breast milk. Do y'all need hello? I used to breastfeed. Sorry, guys. Okay. I forgot. Sometimes I think it's all women on here. I apologize. My bad. So you can't talk about deep things with those kind of people because they're not trying to hear it. Me do something for somebody else? Oh no! But guys, there are friendly women in the world, and they just weren't taught. They just weren't. It wasn't talked about. If you find an open woman that is in love with you, baby, you can have your dream relationship. If you can find a woman who naturally respects you, some of y'all be trying to get that girl. She's so damn fine. She'll never respect you. You have to get a woman that is going to respect you, who's going to hear you, who's going to understand when you are saying something. You know, some of the most masculine men, this is what the women don't understand. He's not going to be like, do this, do that, clean the bathroom, do this. No. Baby, like, dang, that bathroom has not been cleaned in 2 weeks. Like, that is crazy, right? Like, that's just something like smooth like that. And the woman that is like really paying attention to her man, not just running up and whatever you say, honey. No, just like, oh dang, I forgot that I gotta go clean the bathroom. She's just gonna do it. That's a grown relationship where if that's what she does, or if y'all decided to split it up or whatever, that's fine. But I'm giving that as an example. It could have been picking up the Oreos. It could have been anything, not just cleaning and cooking, not just anything, because y'all know you're gonna go crazy over that, right? Or he gonna be like, dang, you haven't cooked, like, I miss a home cooked meal. Just a suggestion. Okay, there's a saying. Leaders have to be very careful, okay? I don't know why this is so bright. Is that better? Okay. She's Ooh, you got clean that at the door. At the bone. All right. Leaders have to be very careful when you have like a big organization. The leader has to be careful because their words weigh more than they think. Their words weigh more than they think. So let's say Oprah was like, I really want some pineapples. Like I need to have pineapples like everywhere, right? And the next day, in every room, there's pineapples everywhere, pineapples everywhere, pineapples everywhere. But somebody was allergic to pineapples, and she's like, "Oh no, not that room! Oh my gosh, this thing happened. I just said I wanted some pineapples, but I never told anybody to do it." That's how much weight your words have. So when a man is saying something and a woman wants to make her man happy, that us the same man that fights to make her happy. This is the point that they're missing. Women are not just doing things to make a man that makes her miserable happy. She's doing things to make a man happy who makes her happy. Mic drop. Right? Because that man is doing everything to make her happy. Why would, if she have good sense? Good sense. Why would she not want to make him happy as well? You see how that doesn't make sense? Okay, pick one. Pick one. Okay, I'm picking that. All right. So now, if you use your mouth as a tool, you can build him up. If you use your mouth as a tool, you can build your children up. When I gave my daughter the words to say, she was like, "Oh, thanks. I'm gonna take that." Is another way to say it. Tone, words, you're giving me words. I'm learning, I'm growing. But when you use it as a weapon, you tear your man down, I'm talking about your mouth. when you use your mouth, your words, you tear your man down and you tear your children down. All right. So, disclaimer, it's not about a man telling you what to do, but you asking him how you can improve. You are not a pick me. If you say, oh, I want to be better in life, not only in my business or my job or as a mother, I want to be successful as your woman, as your wife, as your girlfriend, as your long-term partner. I want to be successful. Why would we be successful on the job with our children, but not with our partner? That just doesn't make sense to me. Me personally, it don't make sense. I would want to be triple double, shooting, rebounds, passing. I would want to do all of it well. That's just me. So you feel like, okay, I'm gonna do a really good job. I'm gonna take care of my kids. I'm gonna be the best mom in the world, but I'm gonna be a poor partner, a poor girlfriend, wife, because it don't matter. He gonna be with me no matter what. He gonna stay with me no matter what. Girl, he ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere. He may not go nowhere, but that's the kind of experience you want to give him. Meanwhile, and there are some men that's not trying. I leave them alone, sis. That's you. There's trying men out there. Like I said, men be trying to be the best at whatever they do. You never be gotta have to ask the right man. You don't have to ask him, do you want to be better in this relationship? They just trying to be better. You just gotta tell them how better, what better looks like, what better sounds like. And they gonna make it happen. Cause you with Mr. Make It Happen. Well, if you're not with Mr. Make It Happen, you don't go blame all the men out there. You go find that group of Mr. Make It Happens and pick one of them dudes and they just gonna make it happen. Period. If somebody's rich and they had to build their character to get there to that level, you don't think they have the character to be good to their woman if they wanted to be? You ain't gotta tell them. The fact that they're not doing that is because they don't want to. It's not they don't have the capability. That's an ego thing. But that man has the capacity because he knew what it takes to build his business and he knows what it takes to make a woman happy. A lot of men out here know what it takes to make a woman happy. They're just not getting picked. They're not getting, they can't be picked to say their life. Right? The guys is like, pick me, right? Pick me and be good, be a good woman to me. That's all this is about. The men want a shot. That's all they saying. The men want an opportunity to love on you properly. But you just keep giving the opportunity to the ones that's not going to do the job. Because you don't know how to vet them, qualify them. You think their looks, the way they talk, the way they dress is it. Ma'am, if a man can't dress from head to toe the best out of everybody all the time, so what? What's your outfit don't be that great either. It's okay, but he's still like you. I know. Well, it's not. It's a very small percentage of men be like, yo, you need to take that off. I actually don't like those kind of guys because they really be on like their clothes game be on point all the time. That's the kind of guy that be like, man, no, you gotta take that off, man. Not take that off because it's inappropriate. No, take that off because it's not good enough. They would tell you, take that off. That's a pretty boy move. Take that off. That's not good enough. I need to be with the most popping chick in the room. Okay? But men will do their best to be the best man for you. But you got to see it. You got to see when he's trying. Sometimes we don't see when our man is trying because we feel like we're entitled to what he does. We feel like we are owed what he does. We feel like that's the way things supposed to go. But that's not fair because when it goes back to their side and they feel like the way things supposed to go is she posted this and that, and you don't want to do that. Nah, that's not what I'm doing. So at least acknowledge what he does At least appreciate what he does, what he can do, because you don't really know the backstory why he's not doing what he's not doing. Try to be the best successful, the most successful partner that you can be. Therefore, when it's time, if y'all ever have to part ways, you know you gave it the best you got. You didn't withhold. You didn't hold back, and that just so shows you how unwise. I ain't gonna say stupid. I'm gonna say how unwise that man is. So his friends be like, "Yo, you lost her? That's crazy, yo." He can make up whatever lie he want to say about you, but deep down in his heart, he knew he lost the real one because you gave it the best you have. Do you have a track record? Do you have a track record of doing your best and being your best and controlling your mouth and not with the slick talk and talking back every single time? It honestly, to a mature person, is very childish. It's giving childish vibes. I'm being real with you. If somebody always talking back and being smart, even if it's in business situations, I'm like, oh, you one of them. You put them in the category like, oh yeah, I'm not doing too much for that. Like I will I'm telling you right now, that's how I move, how I operate. You disrespectful, bet I'm gonna do a good job, but you great. I'm not going over and beyond. No, not doing it. I do the best I can, and that's it. But I like to overdo it. I do. I like to overdo. I do things I don't get paid for. A lot. Obviously, I'm on the show. Y'all ain't cash at me tonight. Ruth the realtor, y'all. Drop it in there. Okay? Prove to these people that y'all support the show. So what I'm saying is there's men that will do a bang up job. No pun intended. But you can't see it. You can't see you cannot identify game players and character, men with character. If you have good character, though, it gets easier. Does it not? If you agree, put a one in the chat. You got good character. You can identify people with good character. Can you not? So, what's the best thing you could do to identify somebody with good characters? Have good character yourself. You welcome. What is the best thing you can do to identify somebody with good character? You have good character yourself. And then it's easy to see, oh, this person is hardworking. This person does have a vision. This person has a great reputation. They are good at what they do. I've got to show my love earrings. I got my love earrings tonight. Okay. Love. All right. So it's easier to determine if y'all go by character and you stop going by dollar amount. If you go by character, if you take, I did this, I took numbers off the table. It left every man for himself. Child, it was getting crazy. I took numbers off the table. Don't matter what you make. Don't matter what you make. No. Let's talk about your character. What that character look like. What does that character look? Are you cocky? Are you arrogant? You're not humble? Okay. Next. What does his character look like? If you just did assignment, like if you feel like the next five guys, hate to say it like that, but the next two guys, okay? If you feel like they all the same way, y'all know what y'all say. Then try it. Try it and see. If you push money to the side, just look at the man. They might even have the money, but you don't, you never considered it. And see and go by character. See if your results change. See if you get treated better. You have to be. Y'all remember the scientific experiment? What is it called? The hypothesis, and what is that called? The scientific method. You got to do the scientific method, and part of the scientific method is testing things out. My hypothesis is if you take money off the table, you'll find more good men. If you take money off the table, you'll find more good men. A lot of men that I see, they don't have the proper information. You over here telling people they gotta be it. You gotta make six figures. Well, you should know the path to make it. And you could give him a couple points and some information. And if he's a hard worker, go getter, and you're like, yeah, you gotta go here, there. This how you get your license. This how you and he go and do it, ma'am. You just got your ding, ding, ding. You just made yourself a six-figure earner because she's actually gonna want to work. Unlike us, unlike us. Okay, we so iffy. Uh, feel like it, don't feel like it. Feel like it, don't feel. Watch the girls on social media. They're not grinding forever. They'll be grinding for a couple good years. Let's wait another 5 years. See how, oh, sometimes you gotta rise. When they start talking that rise, you can't hustle all the time. Why? Because we don't want to work. We just want to look cute and get money. We want to look cute and get money. I said it. It's true. But we will work because we're good at it. And we will help people because we love it. But the men, they're gonna do the job whether it's dirty, clean, tied. You know, they're gonna dig some ditches. They will do what they have to do. Some men more than others, because some of them like I don't do that kind of work. But to get to their goal, they'll do it. They don't care about hard work. That's what they do. They work hard. They are men. They know what they're supposed to do, so they go and they do their hard work. But if you a woman and you are expecting so much, like have something for them. I'm just saying, have some information. Be like, yo, I'm gonna direct you to City Hall. This is where license and inspection is. You just go ahead. You say you was gonna start that business. There you go. Start that business. See what he does. He say, I want to start a business. More. I'm trying to start my own joint. He might surprise you. That's when you take money off the table because you know money is a thing. It came from trees, right? It's not bigger than a person. If that man wants to do for you, a man that $40,000, he'll give you his whole 40 versus the guy that make $80,000 who won't give you $2 to save your life. But I'm gonna move off money because y'all love y'all money that y'all ain't getting, but okay. A successful partner, okay? When you say, how can I improve in this situation? You could be a successful partner tailor made for him, and he is tailor made for you. When you're saying, well, okay, we have a disagreement, what would you have liked me to say to you? Y'all so tearing him up. The anger not even about him, sis. The anger is about what Pookie and Ray Ray did years ago to you. I ain't gonna let another man do this and that to me. I ain't gonna let this and that. This is not gonna happen to me again. You better know. I ain't gonna let you take control. The man never said he wanted to control you, ma'am. You talking to Pookie. You talking to Ray Ray. You talking to Jermaine. Well, that's probably why they call it Pookie and Ray Ray, because it ain't a real name. So there you go. All the Jermaines out there. Shout out to the Jermaines. It's some good Jermaines out there. Some of y'all are my clients, okay? Y'all see what I'm saying? Tailor made for him, tailor made for her. Y'all tailor made for each other when y'all are trying to figure out what do you want, woman? Woman. I used to love when they say that. Woman. It used to make me mad when I was a kid. Why they say woman like that? But now when I got older, I like that. It's weird. Woman, what do you want? I want X, Y, and Z. Okay, woman, I'm gonna give it to you. What do you want? Oh, that part never comes. Well, Ruth, don't tell him, Ruth. Don't tell him. That part never comes. The woman part of what does he want? What does he want? God forbid we ask the man what he wants. God forbid a man can get what he wants. There's some men that don't even ask for anything. They just don't think that women want to do nothing for them. They just think that they're supposed to do everything for the woman. That's how it works. Don't be like that. Don't be whack. Do something nice for your man. Say something nice to your man. Anyway, I move on. Okay. But men, okay. All right. So now y'all don't believe me? There are men out there that will say, I need to get to know your likes and your dislikes. I want to get to know you. That's what getting to know you is. They want to know what you like and what you don't like. Why? Do you think they're gonna do what you don't like? Huh? You think they're gonna do what you don't? I want to know your likes and dislikes so I can do what you don't like. No, it's because he wants to do what you like. He wants to know what not to do and what to do because men are some good men are or good men are attentive and they want to make their woman happy. Men will do anything to make their woman happy. I'm not saying anything, but they will do what is reasonable, what is not emasculating, what is respectable to put a smile on that woman's face. When are we going to reciprocate, lady? I'm just asking you to do something back to somebody that did something for you. If your man, your boyfriend, your husband, your man, your partner does not do nothing nice for you, right? If he doesn't speak in a good way towards you, then don't worry about what I'm saying. But if he is being good, if he's doing an inkling of something good, can I help you, ma'am? Then you need to do that for them. Oh, you want to show your face too. You're so, oh my God. Come say hi. Because the other one say hi. This is the glasses that I was wearing at the park that y'all thought I was wearing. That's my daughter's glasses. She said I will not. You know, kids don't like being left out. So the other two was. What was I saying, y'all? Y'all remember what I was saying? Oh, like I want the men to tell us: are y'all really good to y'all women? Like, are you really good to your women? Because some women don't believe that y'all are actually good to your woman. Or if they see you being good to them, they like waiting for the shoe to drop and be like, he gonna cheat on me any day now. Am I right or wrong? Talk to me. Are men good to their woman? The woman they want to spend their time with. Are y'all good to her? Do y'all want to see the best for her? Or is this just cat? Nobody's ever doing good to anybody. Men not good to women now? Men not good to women now? Y'all don't know a man that was ever good to y'all at all? Yo, those be the ones when they break up with you, like, this is why y'all gotta watch it. The ones that be good to you have also the power to walk away from you, and it hurts. And it hurts, right? Used to hurt. But if those are the good ones. But when you might still cry over the ones that didn't treat you well as good as they could have. They was holding back. But the ones that wasn't holding back, baby, something about them like, no, don't go. Right? Am I telling the truth or no? Y'all ain't never had somebody been good to you? This is how men operate when they find a woman that they're compatible with, that they want to spend time with, that want to get to know. But we back them into that wall where they don't want to get to know us anymore. We talk all kinds of reckless and crazy. It's a turn off. So you might see his behavior change. I'm not a man, so I can't really tell you what it does to him, but it's not the same as when you building that man up with your mouth. At first, he be like, "This woman's capping. Why is she saying so many positive things to me?" But if you pay attention, your man says a lot of positive things to you. And if you're on that reciprocating energy, you would want to say something positive to him. You have to practice it, ma'am. It doesn't come naturally, but after a while, like I want you to go practice down the street. When you tell that girl, "Oh, that's a beautiful color on you, sis," start giving compliments to people on the street, and then think, well, "Who's the most important person to me? Let me give them a compliment." It's not gonna hurt. It's free. You don't have to pay nothing. Not even your pride suffers. Okay. Men like to learn the woman's likes and dislikes. Tell me if I'm wrong, guys. But that's why it's called the grown conversation. Women, when are we going to learn our man's likes and dislikes? Are we going to pay attention? Do you have that kind of man that is straightforward, tell you what he's thinking? Or do you have that man that's afraid to say no? But you got to know who you're dealing with. You got to know who he is. You got to know how he operates, because that will save a lot of frustration. If we understand that women, when you are looking at the charts, when you're looking at the research, when you look at the data, when you're looking at the hormones, we are always slightly more miserable than men. We are. And it's because of hormones. It's because we find things wrong. We worry. We have anxiety. We're slightly less happy than the men are. Men are. And that's probably has something to do with the high divorce rate. That we can't even, yo, instead of being like your son is so cute. Oh no, you don't want to deal with him. You want him for the weekend? We start. I used to be like that. Instead of just saying, "Yeah, I'm so blessed. I'm so happy to have him." We always gotta say, but the kid is running around. But the kid, they like to do this and they like to do that. See, when I talk about our kids, we start understanding. So when you talk about your man in that way, and you complain to him, or you complain to your girlfriends about him, it's like, do I ever do anything good? Are you ever gonna say something nice to me? But the girl down the street, but when they go outside, women, just like when men are giving y'all attention, men are getting attention as well. They got DMs too, sis. Hey, they got DMs too. Oh my God. Hey, my goodness. They got DMs too. Women walk up and flirt with them too. Not all the time, but it depends. See, the guy that you really want, like you want to cover him up, you want you want to tie him up. No, baby, you're not going out today, baby. You looking too good, right? That's probably what they want to do to us. So that the women are gonna be like, oh, once they get to know them and be like, oh, so you're in charge, giving them the eye, poking up the tag. They might not be like, oh, here's my number, but they're gonna be giving that man what he want. Like, come on, I'm giving you all this eye candy. You're not gonna ask me for my number. You don't think he's gonna get that one day? And he may not get it every day. He's gonna get it one day, and he gonna remember whether you were that dying, or if you was baby, sweetie, love. Oh, you're so awesome and great. When he's great, I ain't say when he's not that great. Just be quiet. You ain't got to kiss his butt, but be honest and authentic and giving him that kind of love, especially if he says his love language is words of affirmation. The fact that you knew it, sir. The fact that you knew your love language, you ain't nothing to play with. Some people don't know. Anyway, moving on. So number one, I have one more thing. Men don't owe you to teach you a better way. Men don't owe you to teach you a better way. But guess what, sweetie? They'll do it anyway. They'll work with you. If you work with them, they'll work with you. If you work with them, they'll work with you. Men want a woman who is feminine and cooperative more than anything. After listening to thousands, I swear it's thousands, but it ain't thousands, hundreds of men, they want femininity and they want cooperativeness. So when I say you're talking slick is important, when I say you're talking back is important, when I say what you say matters is important, it has a lot to do with the cooperation part. You can look good all you want to, but your heart, see, from your guard your heart with all diligence, for from it flows the springs of life. Your heart, when you open your mouth, you say what's on your heart. Did you know that? When you open your mouth, you say what's on your heart. So when you're running your mouth and you're saying that, he don't know it's because your mom and dad used to argue. He don't know it's because you're from a broken home and your mom used to talk a lot of trash about your dad. Your dad used to talk a lot of trash about your mom, one or the other or both. He doesn't know that's where that's coming from. All he sees is you attacking him. And you, when somebody hurt, what's that? Hurt people. When they see the hurt, they see it come directed towards them. They don't see all the background that comes with it. You better hope he does so he can give you a chance to fix it. That's up to you though. It's not his job to fix you. So what do we do? Okay? What do, ladies? We have to, number one, be open and receptive. Open minded and receptive. Even the fact that you won't eat certain foods, you got to be open minded. Now, if you're vegan, I don't know what to tell you, girl, right? But trying different kind of foods, or trying his dish, or trying his food. Now, he don't want to eat picking off his plate all the time, but you being open to trying the things that he like, it sends a message. This is not about kissing up to a man. This is about loving a man properly. This is about showing a man that you are in his corner, that you see him and you value him and you want him to win. When you send him out into the world like that every day, that man gonna feel like he got armor on. That man gonna feel like he got a shield. Like, let's pretend this the shield, right? He got his armor, he got his shield. He's ready to conquer the world with his sword in his hand. He's ready to slay some dragons for you. So your mouth might be killing your back, ma'am. Your mouth may be killing your back because you don't want to chill out on the masculine energy. You don't want to chill out on bossing him around. They're not going to stay. Those guys don't stay, sis. They find a way to get out the contract, honey. They go. But you will find a guy that is not going, the one you don't want, that's one you will find. Because he's the only one that's going to allow that. He's the only one that's going to allow that. And see, the thing about men and their standards, they don't tell you. So you don't know if that slick back talk is something high on that man's list. Some of them like, oh, she's cheeky. They'll let you slide. If you look good, listen, there's a lot of wives right now. They got a lot of slick talk, but they was fine when they got married. The light bulb went off. I say this a lot when I saw on the show, like when you see things transpiring on the ultimatum, right? And then you don't know if these people are actors or not, but let's just act like it's real. When you see why all these guys did not propose to their fiance, you start to realize the fiance has some issues, and women tend to have the same kind of issues, right? We talk a lot, or we not. Either we're too aggressive or we're too reserved. Either way, they don't like it. The wrong man is not gonna like you being too reserved. See, now you're so neutral all the time. There's no positive. There's no building him up. You always just neutral. He don't know how you feel, so now you're not connecting. Now you're not connecting. So you have to be open and receptive. If you have the odds stacked against you, if you don't have the best stats, ma'am, I'm telling you how to still score high in the last quarter of the game. No matter how old you are as a woman, I'm gonna tell y'all this now. No matter how, I know they saying we left other women, woo woo woo, but no matter how old you get, if you are the one woman out of 100 that's cooperative, ma'am, you're gonna get that man. They want peace. They want positive energy. You're positive, and you're saying, and you're peaceful, and you look decent, bro. They gonna be snatching you up quick. But if you listen to the cackalackers out there on the internet telling you, no, we don't do things for men. No, we don't like men. No, okay, we don't like men and y'all like women. I don't know what to tell you. He should do this and he should do that and he should. Meanwhile, that is not a woman that either she have no man next to her or she has a man, because they want to tell you about relationships. Either she has no man next to her, or she has a man that does whatever she says. Y'all, the research shows that y'all tend to not like that man. Y'all don't respect him. Y'all need that man that will check y'all. Y'all need that man. But you know why? Because that other guy, the too sweet guy, you're not going to grow with him. He's not going to be able to take care of you the way you need to be taken care of. But because your mouth was so slick, you couldn't qualify for that guy that will, you know what? I got your back. I'm gonna do this for you. I'm gonna do that for you. But bam, you gotta be feminine, looking good, and you gotta cooperate with me. Cooperate. I didn't say blindly submit. I didn't say follow my stupid idea. I didn't say none of that. I said cooperate. Cooperation includes not being slick with your mouth. I wonder if I could change the title. I am going to drop the link. Copy the clipboard. Cool. Okay. I just dropped the link. So, number one, open and receptive. So you open to what he has to say about scenarios. Like y'all can really talk and be like, hey, navigate situations in a calm voice. It don't have to be this after the fact thing that that built up. Like if you learn how to give people the benefit of the doubt, then it won't be this thing where um that it blows up in your face. If it does, you can calm it down and talk later. But I'm telling you, you can navigate situations by telling him what you want from the jump. See, what y'all not understanding is tell me what you want. Tell me how to say it, what to say, what to do means I'm going to tell you what you should say, what you should do, what I like. Why would it be one-sided? You want you Yo, it was so many times that I was like the person was talking and I just picked one point and I just stood on that and just went all crazy and I wouldn't let it go. Even though like, oh, okay, well just forget that part then. I wouldn't forget it. And I would stand on it. I can't believe you said this. I can't believe you did. No. Be willing to roll with the punches and let it go so you can move forward and see it for what it really is. Number two, you got to do a lot of the work yourself. You got to do a lot of this work yourself. In your single season, you have to let God work on you, right? Man or woman, you have to let God work on you because some men they had a lot of sisters, so they're good for arguing with women, right? They're good for arguing with women. Their mother raised them, of course. They had a lot of women around in their life, so they're good. They want to go at it with a woman. No, sir. Chill. Stay in your masculine energy. But like at the end of the day, like what you gonna do? If y'all are both arguing, what you gonna do? Come to blows with a woman? No. So there's no point in arguing with them. Because they're gonna feel like I can say what I want, I can say and something happen. Whoop, I'm gonna call the cops. I'm doing this, I'm calling my brothers, I'm calling this. So what's the point? There's no point. I told the kids at the daycare, I don't argue with kids. I don't. So I had to catch myself not stooping to that level. Whoever is aggravating the situation. It's not always women aggravating the situation. Everything I could say that we're saying about women, I could say the same thing for men because it's a personality thing. It's not so much gender, it's personality. But it's just the fact that women, we can lump a lot of us together and be like, yeah, girl, we got that same problem, girl. It's okay, girl. This is how I got through it. So you got to do a lot of that work yourself. You got to learn to stop having to answer every single time. You got to work on your daughters. Work on your daughters. Like, listen, I had to tell her, like, because you said something smart today, you're not getting your phone today. You're not using the phone. And every single time, if you do something drastic, you say the word phone around these kids, honey, they'll be like, listen, writing 15-page essays over their phone. Okay. They don't play about their phone. Kids don't play about their phone, man. They don't. All right. Um, Number three. Now that you've done a lot of the work, he is only tweaking. Tweaking. Oh, well, thank you for not always, talking back and being disrespectful to me. The things I like to hear or the things I like for you to do is this and that. And that's how we can have a better relationship. A lot of times, this is neutral. We live in down here. That's why we got divorces because we living in a negative. We just can't stop arguing with each other. Then neutral is a boring relationship, but positive, I'm talking about a higher level relationship when y'all actually telling each other what you like. What do you like? Listen and remember. Listen and remember the details to his story. Listen and remember the things he told you in the beginning. Incorporate that. Let him remember that I see you. I know you told me this. This is something I know about you. He's going to feel seen and heard. Men try. Good men try. And if you don't try, you need to start trying, sir, to remember things about her. Because that girl that you really, really like, you ain't nobody gonna tell you, like, yo, you gotta remember this, you gotta remember her birthday, you gotta remember her middle name, you gotta remember this, you're gonna know. You're like, listen, let me write it. Let me pull out my pen. Let me get that information. Let me copy that real quick. But we so stuck in this negative slick talk culture. Slick talk gotta have a clap back all the time. Sometimes I don't like social media because like when somebody posts something, if it's a positive thing and we're trying to teach, people say this. It's like, oh my gosh, look at me. I said a smart comment. Look at me. I said a smart comment. It could be so insensitive. It doesn't matter. They want credit. And you know what that feels like to me? It feels like, well, who don't see you where you got to be seen just to say something negative and be like, yeah, how about I did that? Oh, yeah, fist bump. I said something real rude, real negative. That was hilarious. Yo, the comments is killing me right now. This is our culture. Saying negative, I'm gonna top your negative comment. I'm gonna top your negative comment instead of being real. We just being negative. We just being real negative for no reason. It's not cute. And then you bring that energy to your relationship. Think about it. Is that love? Because I got love in my ear. I got love on my ear. Yeah. So he's only tweaking. He's only suggesting. This is the tailor-made part. Tailor-made. The best couples, tailor-made for each other. They start looking like each other. They start dressing like each other by accident. Tailor-made for each other. Why? Because they know the nuances about each other. Having an affair is like, oh, I gotta go teach you me now. You see what I'm saying? Like, you don't even know me. My wife knows me. My girlfriend knows me. My woman knows me. And now I gotta go be with a stranger. That might be appealing to some who just for the physical. But when that's all said and done, you're gonna remember that woman doesn't know you, your quirks, what makes you tick, what makes you mad. And guess what, ladies? That she gonna if you're peaceful, whoever else that wants to be around is gonna be irritant. If you're peaceful, that is not normal in this time, age, condition, top 2022. Peaceful women, oh baby, they finna get a gold medal if you're a peaceful woman about your business, positive, uplifting, motivating, inspiring. This is what we need to be. If you want to really inspire your man, be inspiring to yourself and your children. Do impressive stuff for you. Impress yourself, but then don't be like, I did this. You ain't gotta beat the beat your chest part. That's the part you gotta leave out. I like when women achieve. I like when women, the first NFL part owner. We got one. We got a black woman now, right? You a black girl. You're a black girl. You're a black girl. Baby, do your thing. I like what we achieve, and then could come back and like, oh baby, what you gonna do? You want something right now, baby? Okay. And the same way. You want something? I'm about to leave out the room, about to go out to the store. He the same way. He just don't got the baby talk voice. We do. It's okay. Right? Y'all giving to each other. Y'all so busy looking at what social media gonna say. What is social media gonna say if I actually cater to my man? Even Beyonce told him, "Can I cater to you? Baby, this is your day. Do anything for my man. You know you blow me away." And she gave another man a lap dance. You will never see that. You ain't never see nothing like that again from Beyonce. No, 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 no. She said, "I learned my lesson." Oh no, baby. Mm-mm. Now to the women say cater to him, what, and he's still going to cheat, ma'am, ma'am. What can you do about somebody cheating? What can you do? You could be good to them, and you could be horrible to them. If they're gonna cheat, they're gonna cheat, right? Now, when it's for you to be good to people, so you could be like, "Yo, I ain't gonna stay because I was good to you." Now, if I know it's crappy to you, I might have to be like, you know what, I was kind of. So it's my job to be good to you. So when I'm like, oh no, I'm not feeling this. Oh no, we're not feeling this, not at all. So let him tweak you. Let him give you his suggestions on what he likes. Let his consideration matter, baby. You consider your man. Consider your man, and hmm, you're gonna be something special to him. You are, because not a lot of women is running around trying to consider their man. But other cultures probably, they'll find somebody like that. But around here, around chill, you top dog man. And at the end of the day, black men want to marry black women. That's what the statistics say. It is what it is. You don't have to concern yourself with the others. You just have to be the best you can be. But what is happening is people say, "Take me as I am." That's it. But when it comes to the men say, "Take me as I am too." No, sir, you don't make enough money. That's not cool. You want him to take you as you are? You gotta take him as he is, and there you go. If you want him to be better, you gotta be better. Whatever he wants you, like whatever he wants in you, you gotta have it. Whatever you want in him, he gotta have it. And that's how that works. Okay? Women sometimes get mad when men don't let them, like, okay, this is my example, okay? So this one time in the store, this lady's like, "Oh my God, don't you hate it? The guys just cut you off, they just cross all over you, whatever." Right? All right. So women, we feel a certain type of way. If you don't hold the door, I might feel a certain type of way. If you have me holding the door for you, sir, I might feel a certain type of way. Like there's men that will wait for you to open. They happened to me today. That's all I can say. There's a men that will actually help you watch you open the door for them. But I didn't realize he didn't see the stroller. So he saw the stroller. I mean, he did see the stroller. So he saw the stroller. So he was like, "All right, I'm gonna let y'all do your thing, and then I'm gonna go." And then he did say thank you. So all is forgiven. But we feel like we're being treated like men when y'all don't treat us like women. Like, oh, holding the door. Like I'm just a regular old man, and it's women that gets mad about it, which is weird. I don't know why. I would like to be held the door held open for me. But when a good man actually let you go first all the time, it's like sometimes you might forget, if you wasn't raised like that, if you were just teaching yourself this is the way I want to be treated, but I'm not necessarily like a pro at it, right? It's an example of you having to. He's telling you this is what I do. This is the treatment, right? And you just gotta follow along. Some women won't follow along, and they mess up a good moment for no reason. Oh no, I hold the door for myself. Oh no, you go. I'm good. I'm good. Like this little, you miss the mark in little things, but it doesn't mean he doesn't notice. He misses the mark at little things. It doesn't mean he doesn't notice. You see, when we focus on ourselves, women, and we hold ourselves accountable, all of a sudden, all of the ones that will sink to the bottom just sink to the bottom. You're rising to the top, and you attract quality people in your life because you're beyond becoming better. You get what you are. Get what you are. It's no way you get something great and you're not great. No, it don't happen like that. People are looking for the match, their equal, their yin to their yang. They're looking for someone that is going to be, even he's ultra masculine and looking for ultra feminine woman. That's okay. That comes together. But other than that, men want something like, oh man, she really matched my fly, she matched my attitude, she matched my lifestyle, she matched me. They want something like that. Okay, guys. So I would like to hear your comments in the comment section. That is it for today. You know what? I'm sorry. Da, 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 da. I have one more thing to show you guys. Oh, oh! It's the time on the morning show. Oh. All right. So I got this one video I'm gonna share real quick. Hold on. 1,000 plus beats. I like your smile. Thank you for the like.
Satisfied in that marriage, except women, we're just a tinge more miserable than men, no matter what it seems like. I'm going to catch up on this chat. I'm going to bid you all a good night. Tomorrow, I have Marissa 2.0. She's going to be coming on the platform at 4 CDT. I'm going to get it all set up in the morning for you guys. You guys tune in, and she's going to talk about deprogramming feminism for herself because she is younger than I. So I'm in space or something. The odds were not in my favor, but I've since recovered. Here we go. I came across a social media post and it states, getting married in your 20s is like leaving the party at 8 p.m. Oh, Lord. No. By the way, the party, not even that good. Not even that good. I partied. It was miserable. Look at Ronnie Love cackling in this corner right here. In your 20s is way too young. Si, senora. Look at Lonnie Love cackling in his corner. Has interest in the future because there's things that you might not have considered. You in a small town where there's only 4 people, it's time to be married. But when you in a big city, that's like bringing sand to the beach. I just feel like it depends on the.
I think that I'm showing you this because when Lonnie Loves talks about being single, she's talking about sand to the beach. She's saying all this stuff, meaning, hey, I want to go have sex with a lot of men. But when it comes to marriage, the language changes.
When you're in a big city, it's like bringing sand to the beach. Women, we can do better. We can do better. You can watch my channel. You can watch Rebecca Barrett's channel. I got channels for you. June 23rd. Coming in.
Let me get it without her.
But there's so much. We live in modern times now where you have.
I'm gonna let you.
But there's so much. We live in modern times now where you can meet people. You could travel. It's like you got kids now. You got to restrict your travel. You got to restrict your finance. There's a lot of stuff that I wish if my mother would have took her time and wouldn't have had me so young. I think her life would have been better. You know what I mean? And that's like an unselfish because I'm like, I wanted to be born. You know what I mean? Glad I'm here, bud. But I think her life would have been more fulfilling if she was able to live it a little more. I think don't rush. Live it. Yeah, don't rush.
It was the fact. It was the. She was like, "Don't get married."
Know yourself. I do believe that there's some people that. Yes,
The way she's talking about it.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm gonna give it to you.
Shane Nolan saying he'll check us out later.
What's it play?
She has been red pilled. sexual partners you have as a woman, the less happy you are in marriage. And that is true. But you know what gets neglected is like that one stat that says, hey, so if you and your man are both virgins when you meet, optimal marriage satisfaction. Really, that's what women self. So at 8 p.m. Oh Lord, yo, the thread was full of funny responses on this one. Ladies, I'm so curious what your thoughts are on this. And do you think that getting married in your 20s is way too young? See, before we go into this, I'm gonna play the clip all the way through because it's only 3 minutes. Can't stress enough how nice it is. And it's not for everybody, but for me, getting married at 40, when I saw the light, I understood a little bit more about myself. And this has nothing to do about the other person. Yeah. This is me. Like, I just learned more about what I need and learned more about what a marriage meant. And so I wish I didn't. Society puts a rush on by 35 if you're not married. There's something wrong with you. And that's a problem. It definitely is. Because married is a problem.
See that right there? That slick mouth right there. That slick mouth right there. She's saying getting married is a problem. She's been with her boyfriend for 3 years. He's not the guy that she wanted, obviously, because she's making all this money. He's not. She had to meet him on the app or whatever, Christian Mingle. I ain't got no problems with apps, whatever. It's hard. It's diamonds in the rough, honey. But it is what it is. Now, um, but the attitude. Now, these are your girlfriends sounding like this. You're not married yet, and you got girlfriends that are actually happily married. You see how uncomfortable they are around her? And she just darts, shooting. She's destroying. What? The Bible says you build your house with your hands. You build your house with your hands. I missed that one. Oh, you building your house with your hands, meaning you're decorating, you're cleaning, you're cooking, you're loving, you're hugging your hands, your hands, but you destroy it with your mouth. You're destroying your future marriage with your mouth, your future relationships with your mouth, because you're like, let's just not get married. Let's just not get married. Only because you're hurt or mad about something. Now, if somebody was like, you know what, I just don't want to get married, like no emotion behind it, then I could take that. But so much anger, and this is what we do as women sometimes. We got to be careful. That poisonous tongue.
But the point is, it's like.
And then I don't like the fact that she goes, like, I can't listen to Lonnie, honestly. Once I open my eyes, I can't listen to just anybody talk. Because it's like they're trying to paint this narrative. And I think they get mad because social media, people like me have a platform to say what's the truth. They got to read the card or say whatever they believe or put this narrative together. Women power, yeah. Yes, women power, but not to the point where I'm blowing up my family. I'm not blowing up my family for y'all. You see, my family comes first. See, when I was late to the live today, it's because we were sitting here eating at the park, okay? My family is going to come first. Not that we have to neglect everything, but it could wait. Y'all wasn't gonna die. Y'all was okay with it, and I was okay with it. Now, if it was a showing, I'm sorry, kids, gotta go. Right? If I was doing some real estate, all right. But my point is, you got to be careful with what you say out of your mouth because it's going to destroy your life or build your life. Period.
What you're saying is you should know yourself. I do believe that there are some people that get married. Yeah. You find that right person, you in a small town where there's only 4 people, it's time to be married. But when you in a big city, that's like bringing sand to the beach. I just feel like it depends on the person.
She's trying to that's dangerous because you be like, oh, look, she's smiling and she's laughing. Still poisonous messages. Still, you got to watch it, ladies. Watch what you're listening to. Watch what you're hearing. How's that going to help you? How is that going to help you find one person who's like, oh, it's bringing sand to the beach, girl. You in your 20s, you need to be sleeping with every time Dick and Harry, girl. This is what you need to do. But what you don't realize is women, we don't let stuff go. So we gonna be like, oh, it was that one night when I was with such and such, and oh, it was like, that's why I say you have to let go of everything before to just act like this is your first time with this person. If you don't, and you thinking about what other people were like, it's a problem. So then when she spat that stat on two virgins getting married, they were way happier in their marriage because that's not what they're missing. And when men get mad because you're too busy, because you're trying to be like men and like sleep around, they get mad because they're like, she's never gonna be happy with what I'm doing because it might be somebody else that could have pleased her better than I could. And then, we actually play into that narrative. See what I'm saying? And the same thing can happen to men. A certain number of women is what she was saying, like men are just like, I can't be with one person now because I've been with too many people. Like too many tricks have been done.
I do believe there are people that meet each other straight out of high school, fall in love, and they're with.
Look at her body language. She's leaning. She is leaning, my friend. Leaning away from Lonnie and that negativity. This is why the show canceled, because y'all couldn't get rid of the cancer. Sorry. It's facts. Every single time I've watched her, and I'm like, oh my gosh, she's always trying to make it so it's like this feminist stuff. And to the point, not like feminists, like, oh, women's rights to vote and equal pay, but oh, we're better than men. We don't need them and we don't need to get married. Why y'all so hype about getting married? Some people, like, they didn't have a baby. They didn't have the marriage. Why would you? Because that person over there didn't have it. Now you gonna not have it. You're gonna, if you listen to what she says, you get what she gets. Look at the girls, the married girl. What y'all got to say? Let me hear what y'all got to say so I can judge that. Because everything else that's coming out of her mouth is a no. They didn't say marriage is horrible. They not one time complain about their marriage since I've been watching whatever little clips I've been watching on the reel. They don't complain about their marriage. They're happy. Why people gotta act like married people are not happy? Oh well, you don't know if all married people are happy. They're not happy, but at the same time, when you pick well and they worked on themselves and they bring a lot to the table and they're what, these two girls, they all up in, oh baby, you can tell because they got a sweet nature to them, and then some of them are a little bossy too, but it's okay.
Each other. One of my girlfriends just celebrated her 20th wedding.
She about to fall out her chair.
She's my same age. She's not even. I think she just turned 40. What she said is key though. What environment did your friend grow up? She grew up in a regular environment, New York City. Like she grew up in New York City. She's not in a four people. It's just, and she's genuinely happy.
She threw a shot. That's what y'all call a shot. She's not in a 4-person town. She's not in whatever the hell you was talking about, because you don't know what the hell you're talking about.
It's not just about the city; it's about your lifestyle. Because I have friends who they're not. They don't. It's down to the person. It's down to the person because she grew up just like me, and I got married at 33, and she got married at 19. Yeah, and she's genuinely happy in her marriage. She has 2 children. So again, yeah, don't be making these big umbrella statements. Like, first of all, not everybody want to be at the party till midnight. How about that? Like, let people make decisions for themselves. I think it's a really blanketed statement to say everybody is, you're missing out on the party. No, find out what works for you as an individual. But I like what Jeannie said.
See, she didn't affirm none of that. She's like, let me go back to the part that is anti-marriage.
As far as we put pressure on people at certain ages and times in their lives, and this is what you gotta have. Yeah, but now we put pressure on people to say don't get married in your 20s. But what if you really are happy? No, they sound the word. You gotta just yes. Let's not pressure you.
She mad. Ooh, y'all don't see this? She said, ooh, I know this little girl didn't talk to me like that. That's the mad auntie. Sorry, Lonnie, but you the mad auntie. And y'all need to stop listening to your auntie that is not having the results that you want, okay?
Either side. Let's not pressure either side. I totally agree. Yes.
She's trying to be the peacemaker.
I say marry the right. Yes.
Wait, did y'all hear what she said? She said, let's not get married. To 2 married women who love their husbands, let's not get married. Women, pay attention to who is giving you advice. You see, when it sounds like, oh, beautiful, nothing's in your ear, it's probably not the right thing. But if it's harsh, a harsh look at, this is what we need to do. This is what we need to do to change. I got to get better. I got to get better. I got to get better. That's probably good advice. And if you get this hateful stuff, oh, I hate marriage. Why? Because you ain't get proposed to? What you mad about? You finna be in that relationship for 10 years. And guess what? He gonna like, you ain't going nowhere, sis. Oh, you thought you was gonna make me. See? This is what happens when you get to that point where it's like, men are gonna do whatever I say, but you cannot make him propose to you, ma'am. Not with that nasty attitude. So this is what you do on her at her job, at her work, in her business. Imagine what happens at home. 3 years and no proposal. The hell out of here.
So I'd say marry the right person. Marry the right person. That's the key. And for me, I didn't find the right person until, for me, I didn't find the right person until I knew who I really was, until I knew exactly what I wanted. And that was in my 30s. I think 20 is too young. Period. Full stop. You're just doing a lot in your 20s. Yes. You're still discovering who you are.
Jenny Mai is being wishy-washy. 20 is too young. It's too young.
Finances together.
But nobody said 20. In your 20s. You could be with 27 is too young too. 28 is too young too. 29 is too young too. Come on, man. She's over here laughing. I can't with you, Ali. She's trying to make Lonnie happy.
I mean, you could say, yeah, it's good to, if you know you want to have kids and you're just doing a lot in your 20s. Yes.
She's doing a lot of people in her.
You're discovering who you are. You're getting your finances together. I mean,
y'all ain't got your finances together. Cut it out.
If you know you want to have kids and you want to go on and get it out the way, sure. But there's so much. We live in modern times now where you can meet people, you could travel. It's like, you got kids, now you got to restrict your travel, you got to restrict your finances. There's a lot of stuff that I wish if my mother would have took her time and wouldn't have had me. So,
yep, that's it. So it's just kind of like,
young, I think her life would have been better. You know what I mean? And that's like an unselfish, because I'm like, I wanted to be born. You know what I mean?
The jokes diffuse all of the tension.
I think her life would have been more fulfilling if she was able to live it a little more. So I think that don't rush. Live it. Yeah, don't rush.
There you go. Okay. So there you go. I gave you real life example of how our mouth is slick, says the craziest things. You do not have to yell. You do not have, you're just saying the wrong, like the things that are not productive. And oh yeah, thank you. He's sleeping. And you're just, you can see the misery, the bitterness, you can see the unhappiness in that woman, and men pick up that vibe. They pick up the unhappy vibe. So you thinking because you're not yelling at him, baby, it's still not a win. All right, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching our late night episode. Woo! We on episode number 158. Thank you for watching. Ruth and relationships. Oh, I forgot to bless you. I bless your dating life. I bless your marriage. I bless your children, your future. Thank you for watching Ruth and relationships. Ruth and relationship. Tell me, can you handle it? It's the Ruth and relationship show.